You're not? Richard? No? How you doing, Richard? You doing okay?
Yeah.
Hi, Michael. I'm just coming around. I'm doing this young man is doing a documentary from out here, the homeless and stuff, first class. You know, so I just, I'm just showing him around. You know, if you guys
want. On now, get it over with. I said, get the cuffs on me and get it over with.
No, you're gonna have no cops.
I'm trying to use it. Your sense of humor is not true.
And everybody's out here just trying to survive. Still hoping to get a place. And that's what I hope for these people too. For them to get a place. Because I wanted up over here. I've never been homeless. My first time being homeless, but I've been homeless now 4 years. Hi Isaac, how you doing?
There's probably in excess of 100 people living here homelessly in various stages of medical and mental health concern. If you stop somebody and ask them why they're homeless, they'll say, well, I can't get a job. Okay, that's a good reason to be homeless, but why can't you get a job? Well, because I can't stand on my feet that long. Or because, I feel sick all the time and I take a lot of sick days. Or because I have a psychiatric disability that doesn't allow me to take instructions well from a supervisor.
And that's Jeffrey. You got it. No.
Did you get Hannah?
Huh?
Is that Hannah?
Oh, my baby did that. That's for her.
So the other day somebody came in, somebody I vaguely knew from the street, a face I recognized, not somebody I knew by name. But I stepped out the door, there's this long hallway. He's approaching me, he's like, hey man, can you help me out? And he's reaching down in the front of his pants. And I'm thinking to myself, uh-oh, now what's gonna happen? He pulls out a package of microwave popcorn and says, can you pop my popcorn for me? And I'm like, yeah. That's the kind of thing people ask us if we can help them with. It's anything. It's anything. People change diapers for their kids in here. They come in here because, they're a migrant farm worker. They don't have documentation. The mother has come down with schizophrenia and left the family alone. The dad was the person that worked out in the field, and now he's stuck with 3 small babies living out of a car. And what do I do with myself? I'm in crisis. So we try to triage that situation, see if we can find some clothes, some diapers, a shelter for that person for that night, maybe look at something in terms of a babysitter or something along those lines. So it's all hands on deck. Any problem that comes through the door, we try to work with.
I've seen more than I ever wanted to see out here, I'm telling you. I thought you only see that stuff in movies, but I've seen a lot. I've seen so much out here. I've seen people die. I saved 5 people from overdoses that were already dead. I brought them back to life, and I thought I forgot my CPR, but I remember my CPR, So I do, I come out, and I come out and right away, I show them how to do the CPR and bring them back, and, well, where did you learn that? I go back in high school when I graduated in '74. Well, hopefully one day we'll all have, everybody's dreams will come true, that they'll have their own houses, and have their own places where they could go in and sleep in their own bed. And like we also have families here that got kids. Yeah, there's a couple of them out here. There's been 2 that had babies, and thank God they got, they got a place for their babies, and they're there with them. And we have another pregnant lady out here too who's pregnant, and she still doesn't have a hope, and so I hope for the best for her and her baby. Because this is not a place for kids, because it's just too dangerous for kids to be out here, and there's been so many young kids that I see, in grade school or junior high that I've seen out here. And when I get a hold of them, I tell them, I go, this is not a place for you. You guys go home and grow up and enjoy your life. This is not a place. I go, this place will eat you up.
Folks who are sort of not in the know tend to blame the homeless people themselves for their condition as if it's a choice.
You see all the individual tents and camps and shopping carts full of stuff that looks like garbage, and then you see garbage. And then you also see occasional people smoking a pipe or shooting up or perhaps selling something in and out of a car window. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here to take in. Everybody that's here, whether they like it or not, has a life filled with trauma. Can you imagine yourself living here in this place? Can you imagine how traumatized you would be if you had to be living in a tent next to all of these other tents, listening to everything that's going on out here, and having no way to get out of here? Everybody here, intense trauma. Until we as a community start to realize that, nothing's going to move forward.